Good game.
Yep.
Menu narration option is set. Key narration volume set to 100. Key narration volume set. Key narration volume set to 100.
rematch of last year's ACC championship, a game that ended on a walk-off 57-yard field goal, and we hope we have that kind of excitement in this one. The Mustangs will put total leather and will get started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Gonna run it. It's Randall. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Clemson will send the punt team out. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. So SMU's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're fit.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. The short hands, it's Brinson. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Underneath toast of coverage, got it deep downfield. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Johnson. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. For just a second, let's take a big picture view of SMU. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal.
He caught it! They will score! Touchdown, SMU!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Breaks the tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Quarterback moving. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Tigers racing to the line in a hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. Throwing right. The sure hands, it's Smith. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent? I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah,
Turning it on! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. Pulls it in down the sideline.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Tigers started this drive, backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll go with a direct snap. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And I think the quarterback throwing that pass off his back foot is what led to that incompletion. Just not as accurate as he would have liked to have been.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Right on the money. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Out of the gun, they give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Jennings. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He uncorks one deep. Pulls it in on the right. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Mustangs. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Motion from the back. On the snap, it's Williams. Picked off. What a way to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what? Way by this defense to get the football.
Nothing going right for this team early in the 1st quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense...
And that ball's free behind the line. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And they pick up just a few on that completion. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And that is no good. After the miss, the lead still at 11.
And that hurts, missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come.
There he goes. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Clemson is quick to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. They're setting up the screen. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Michigan has the lead right now, but it hasn't come easy for the folks at...
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. And they dive on it and get it back. And boy, that would have been a disaster to hand it right back to them. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Last season, Kevin Jennings took over as the SMU quarterback, and they went 11-1 before stumbling in the ACC championship game and in the college football play. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Now from inside the red zone. The screen, he can go. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll run it from the gun. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Jennings. He's got it on the run. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU!
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Coming out with it, it's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best game of the season, making throw after throw. You can see why he was so highly recruited, and if he plays up to that standard week in, week out, Clemson's going to be really tough to beat.
They'll run the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Clemson jumps to the line.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. Off play action. Moves around to clear up the vision. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense trying to keep the quarterback standing up straight.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. Oh, they're after him. Unleashes one. Working on the right. Oh, he's got some space. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Takes the handoff. It's Randall. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll run it again. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
The one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Wants to throw. It's Jennings. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last two drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up fourth down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop him on third down. Now the play fake. With the catch, it's Knight. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. And the Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt and tries to help improve that field position. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They march to the end zone the last time they had it, do it again, and they'll be on top. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
To the air, it's Klubnik. Rushes on him. Makes the grab, it's Randall. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the air on first down. That's reeled in, it's Williams. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Nose is ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. And for for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Michigan is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Ann Arbor for a long time. They're up 14 over Washington. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Running to Green. Turning it on. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The Mustangs want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Pulls it in, it's Cooper. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Knight. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Big fella moving. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Try to barge their way in. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And on that situation, the 1 yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And he missed it. No good. And the lead remains at 1 after the miss. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. To throw, it's Klubnik. Gets it to him on the screen. There he goes. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. New set of downs after the completion. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Williams. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. what they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. Looking to move the chains, they throw it complete to the left. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Tight end now in motion. Touchdown, Clemson! And with that, they move out front here on the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
On to attempt the try. The extra point is good, and it's important. The lead is a touchdown now at 6. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Gives it on the option. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Clemson will come to the line with the 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Motion from the wideout. Off play action on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Johnson. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And the Mustangs in the hurry-up.
You know, I think at this situation in the game, trailing like they are with only a couple minutes to go, short throws aren't...
Breaks into the open. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Catch in the middle, it's Cooper. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's Maryland. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw on first down. And he left that one short. Tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Just keep slinging it. Quickly to the tight end. Got enough space. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it for a touchdown, so hold on a second. They're not dead yet. In fact, they're suddenly feeling much better.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Time is of the essence. Just under a minute to go as they line up for the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.